And we are back, ready for Asgard vs aDj in Game 1. I'm going to say, I'm going to tab the actual game. I go to GGGL, actually put an extra G on there, just for extra good luck. So it looks like they're saying no Vikings. The only thing I've understood in chat for the last 5 minutes or so, because they are speaking very fluent Spanish. So this is the finals of the Fridaily Asgard vs aDj. We just saw aDj do very well against Spies on the exact same map, Shakura's Plateau, which is the first map in the finals. And the game is starting right now. I'm really excited to find out the positions because they matter a lot in ZvT.
Here we are, Zerg vs Terran.
So we see our yellow Zerg player Asgard in the upper left of Shakura's Plateau, and we do see aDj, our teal Terran, in the upper right. And we just saw this map and some interesting things happened. What do you like to see on this map, Darkmarine?
Well, and it's nice seeing them spawn on both top, because now we're most likely going to see this backdoor rocks get destroyed, which is going to help our Zerg player triumphantly get to our opponent's base a lot faster, and vice versa. So seeing a siege tank push through these back doors is very strong, because now that they're so close to each other that way, these expansions are a little bit easier to take, but they're not the easiest to take because both players can walk around, especially Zerg. And taking this taking your second expansion is going to be extremely close to your opponent's base, so we will probably see them expand downwards instead of to this one to the left or to the right of their in opponent's bases.
Yeah, those expansions are very interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen those used, even in the really long games. You generally see the natural, and then this one right here, which is below both opponents, and then the main, possibly. And you can actually take this main before the natural of the base below both players. Of course, if you do take this expansion right here in the bottom, you do make a happy face, which is always cool. Looks like we're seeing pretty standard play for both players. We do see the barracks. Oh, no, he did not. Almost taken. He's taking a couple hits on those SCVs. We do see a 14 hatch go down for Asgard. Expecting to see a 14 pool. He's been doing that pretty religiously in the last couple of matches as we've been watching.
Yeah, and one thing to know about Asgard, it really does play macro heavy. So after this expansion goes down, and don't be surprised to see him expand again relatively quick.
We've seen a couple of games recently where he has gotten a couple lanes to defend, and yes, done some extreme macro games where he'll get a third expansion pretty early and just hold off his opponent for so long to where that income starts to just take over, and he turns into that stereotypical Zerg player that just overwhelms the enemy with tons of units that just continue to reinforce.
And actually seeing something that we haven't seen Asgard do quite often is that gas steal. And in chat before the game started, they were talking pretty well Spanish, so I'm pretty sure they know each other's play style quite well. So, and if that's true, he knows his opponent really likes going for the air tech units and pretty well.
Yeah, we did see aDj in the last game against C. What was his name? C something. Spies, right. Like I said, he went for a very early double Stargate Banshee play. Interesting that he kept this. Very nice that he kept the factory away from that refinery. But this drone did cancel the extractor, and you will see it now. Of course, it doesn't look like he's getting farther where he did take him out. The wall is not quite complete, so no lings on the way. So it doesn't look like he was trying to abuse the fact that the wall wasn't finished. Supply depot, of course, going up now. We do see a starport going down, so he's going for that Dream Fist build. What was the name? The awesome Dream Fist build?
Dark Fist.
Dark Fist. The oh so famous Husky Dark Fist build.
The dark again. Now you made me forget the dark Cloud Fist build.
Dark Cloud Fist. Yes, awesome. No idea where he got that name from, but it is a winning name. So So we do see Attack Lab on the factory. Definitely going to lift that off, switch it with the starport. He's only going 1 starport this game. We did see him go 2 starport last game. Or he's going for Hellions and a Viking. That's interesting. So he's going to use this Viking to scout around, snipe off as many Overlords as he can. A little bit safer play for that front push, but we do only see, like, I think 2 Lings out so far. We do see a layer from Asgard as well at the same time.
Yep, definitely got to get the layer up fast against the Terran, because those Cloak Banshees, if you don't Diligitech, then the only way you can spot the Cloak Banshees is getting a Spore Crawler.
So we are seeing a medic now for aDj, and he's getting that blue flame for the Hellions. So I really hope that he can pull off this Hellion drop, taking out tons of drones.
And something surprising from Asgard that we haven't seen very much used is the Spire actually went down, and he's been favoring that Roach build quite a bit.
Yeah, we haven't seen Asgard use much of the Spire tech as much. So we're gonna see a different game from Asgard. That's definitely cool. We do see the Hellions being loaded up for aDj. He's gonna move this Medevac shortly.
Probably waiting for that last Hellion to get out, so he has all 4 Hellions.
And the blue flame is almost done. Spire just getting 3/4 of the way complete. Command center going down for aDj. We did see the Viking come through. It looks like he did kill 1 Overlord.
Yeah, the Viking did fly over and did see the Spire, so that's a big intel for his opponent.
Not seeing more Vikings on the way. Here's this Medevac. 3 Queens over here, though. I really like that he's got 3 Queens. So I hope these Hellions are going... Oh, they are sneaking in. The Queen's a little out of place.
Got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Drone's got a good enough surround to where they're not really in line. Oh, that Hellion just got plenty of kills. He was at 9 kills.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I counted about 9 before that last roast. That last roast took about 4 drones with it, which is a pretty econ hit for a poor Zerg player Asgard.
We see the Harvester count now, 22. Oh, we just bumped it up to 29, but he was down 22 Harvesters to aDj's 32.
The meters are out, trying for a little counter pushing. Good missile turret places.
Yeah, very good missile turret placement. Able to defend these attachments of all these structure buildings while at the same time defecting the line pretty well.
Yeah, he saw it Spire. He did throw down the armory. He is building a Thor, which is halfway done now. Oh.
Asgard actually being really aggressive with these mutas and going for the Marines.
He's going to try to pick off the supply depot.
Supply depot was getting a little repaired. He's going to lose that SCV. Whoa, pulled a lot of SCVs off the line to save that supply depot. And the Thor is out, so those mutas are going to run. And there they go. But we does have 2 back here just kind of hanging out.
Did lose 1 muta. But at the same time, he also lost quite a bit of SCVs too, trying to keep that supply depot alive.
Asgard doing a good job of trying to attack 2 fronts at once, but these missile turrets are in pretty decent place. They're going to hold off the small mutant count. Like the creep tumor push that he's doing for this connecting the 2 bases. I'd like to see it be pushed out forward a little bit, but he's getting that 2nd expansion now.
Yeah, like I said, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him expand again, which is exactly what he's doing. But I would really like to see a different tech structure go down.
So very typical of Asgard, as we've seen in the last couple of games, to not have an army really. I mean, if aDj pushed with his army, he'd be in a lot of trouble. He only has a couple of mutas, couple of Lings, but he's like we said at the beginning of the game. If he gets this hatchery up and well saturated, he's just gonna explode. He's really good at harassing with these mutas, as you can see. He's gonna be able to keep his opponent into 2 bases probably. You see a bunker going down for aDj now, and he is getting another barracks, so that's his 2nd barracks. Wow, lots of transfers to this 2nd expansion, or the 1st expansion rather.
He even transfers a mule, which isn't probably the best idea since the mule does have a limited amount of time.
Good positioning on these Thors, able to protect any attacks from down here by mutas. And kind of swinging around the back. These missile turrets up here will be able to take care of any muta harassment. See
Yeah,
this Thor is going to totally deny these mutas from really doing much. He does
but
have
it
a
also,
+1 upgrade on attack.
yeah, it would also give Asgard the intel that his opponent did expand, because so far he knows that his opponent is on one base, but did he actually see the command center in his main base?
It looks like he saw it finished up in the main, but other than that, hasn't seen it landed.
So yeah, he knows that his opponent was planning on expanding, which he probably assumes that it already has landed. Because now that his opponent had the Thors out, he's probably felt pretty safe that the mutas won't be able to come in there and do very much damage. There's a lot of mutas out on the field now.
Lots of mutas. This is where the count of the mutas starts to get really dangerous. If you can magic box and take that's 3 Thors, but if you do magic box, they're not nearly as deadly as they used to be. A beautiful creep. He's getting the creep pretty much, like, not even just forward, but entirely around his base, which I really like. He's just got creep tumors everywhere. Beautiful.
Yeah, we are getting vehicle level 1 weapons, so Thors are even going to be even more dangerous as soon as they get upgraded. They do so much damage.
Oh, he's attacking the main of aDj now. All these SCVs need to run as there are a lot of mutas. Checking out the harvester count. It's now 56 to 44.
The Thor did get one shot off, softening up these mutas quite a bit.
But now we're going to start to see this expansion really explode. As you can see, 56 to 30 harvesters now. The income for Asgard is just going to explode. He's going to make a huge army. Like, he's already got plenty of upgrades. He's got 1-1 for the mutas pretty early, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, it doesn't have. The only upgrade that he has for his lings is a speed upgrade. It doesn't have any armor or any attack yet. Which looks like Asgard is just going straight for the heavy muta play. He is upgrading he is upgrading the 25 extra energy for his infestors, so probably see some infestor play too.
Love that. Always love infestors. That's a lot of Thors, and these mutas could be caught out of position and not magic box, but they're going to sneak around. Probably, there's only one missile turret here. Oh, no, they're going to attack, and they're going to run because that's a lot of Thors.
Yeah, he does see the move out by his turn. He's going to try to do a little econ harassment, but he's going to have to be pulling those back fairly soon in order to deal with this big army that's coming to his base.
Oh, looks like the Terran's going to continue to push. Hopefully we don't see the mistake we saw a couple games ago where we saw a Terran player put his siege tanks just too far forward and got rushed by roaches before they even got to siege mode. But no, it looks like he's going to take pretty good placement here. Oh, these lings just getting destroyed by the Marines and the Hellions.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's going to have enough to hold his army off.
Lots of lings coming in, but the muta's just getting destroyed, kind of splitting up. Not looking good for our Terran. And there's that. The GG by Asgard, not in a good place there.
Yeah, and our Terran player had the Thors to counter the mutas, had the Blue Flame Hellions to counter the lings, which I liked, or which I said earlier, which I would have wished seen Asgard go for a different tech unit, which he was probably going to go for the Ultras since he was getting the hive, but just didn't have the time to get it out.
So I am going to end the stream so we can get that game as Game 1. I'll restart it as we get Game 2 going on. That way it'll be on a little second saved file. We can put it up on YouTube or whatever we feel like doing with it. So I'm going to restart the stream. It'll only take a second, guys. Don't worry.